We're back at it, boys. We're back. UFC 322 is let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 weeks away. UFC 322 is 8 weeks away. Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makachev. UFC 322, boys, we're doing a breakdown. It is the Zar-Kombat UFC 322 breakdown. Do make sure you do subscribe. I did say yesterday when I was live that I was going to break down the UFC 322 main card and prelims. The main card is out. The prelims are out on the UFC channel on the internet. Yeah, man, the card is here and I can't wait to break it down to you guys. I'm going to wait for the viewers to pile up and then we're going to begin. But it's a great card. There's a lot of big names on the card, man. Yeah, boys. UFC 322. It's going down in 8 weeks. But first of all, man, you got to rate the fit, guys. Yeah, boys, we're doing the UFC 322 breakdown. Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. We've got a few people in the chat. We've got Alberto Gutierrez. Pero que Harris. Pero, mi no hablo español. Mi no hablo español. Mi South African no hablo español. No hablo español. We've got Kathy saying she'll donate if I say whatever she wants. Unfortunately, man, I'm not really monetized yet, so you guys aren't able to donate because I need to get to 500 subscribers. I'm at 366 subscribers, so we gotta keep on piling the subscribers, guys, and then you'd be able to donate. But yeah, guys, we're live. I said I was gonna be live yesterday. I said I was gonna do the UFC 322 breakdown. We're gonna do it now. But before we do, you gotta break down the fit, guys. I mean, come on. I came up all dressed up for you guys. You've got the brand on there. You know what I mean? Perez and Jaman. You know what I mean? The trip. Canelo hands. Wazi ngiphisa kancane volume onana.
Ngiphise ke
Lapho wena.
ikhala kancane nje.
Yeah, boys. Okay. Let's read a few wait. Listen, guys, why are you coming with all these weird comments, man? We've got our Bobby Knuckles saying, "Did you get that thing oiled down?" What do you mean? Listen, bro, don't do me like you did Dana White. Please do not come up with the oil me and all those crazy comments, man. Alberto Gutierrez saying, "Okay, my friend, Ilya Topuria is the best." No. Charlize Du Bronx Oliveira is the greatest fighter in UFC history, and I'm not gonna debate that with anyone. The Ilya Topuria versus Charles Oliveira fight was AI. It was AI. Charles Oliveira won, and he's getting the belt back. Kathleen saying she'll sub if I say 6-7. I hope you keep your promise. I hope you keep your promise, Kathleen. Catherine. I hope you keep your promise, man. But yeah, back to Alberto. Abtoro is not the best. He's not the best. Ilia Topuria is not the best fighter in the UFC, man. It's Charles Oliveira. And I was actually on Instagram, and Faziv had to pull out because he did not want any parts of Charles Oliveira. He was scared. He pulled out. Charles Oliveira doesn't have a fight yet, but it's looking like Noah Centini is gonna fill in his shoes and get knocked out by Charles in Rio. So can't wait for that fight, man. But yeah, boys, it's the UFC 322 breakdown. Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. Ba, 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 ba. Can't wait for that fight, man. That's definitely the biggest fight of the year. It would have been Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis, but that fight was so boring. Now it's UFC 322. There's a whole lot of big names on that card. We've got obviously Jack Della Maddalena, Makhachev, Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Weili. What a fight! You've got Leon Edwards, Carlos Prates, Tracy Cortez is back. We've got Bo Nickel back, Roman Kapilov, Robocop. There's a lot of big names. Anthony Hernandez, bruh, Andre Tachifili. I can't wait for that fight. I can't wait for that, just the entire main card, that entire event. It's going down in the most famous arena in the world. Madison Square Garden. Let's read a few more comments. We've got my boy Punisher in the chat saying, yo, what's up, man? I told you I was gonna be live. We're back at it, man. We're back at it. Punisher, that's my brother from where you from? UAE. Abu Dhabi. That's my brother from Abu Dhabi, man. We've got ZU dollar MXN saying, name a UFC fighter from Paris, bruh. Benoit Saint-Denis, Nazardini Marvov, who else? Cyril Gahn, he's fighting for the belt. Menor, what's that girl's name? The one that lost to Shevchenko. Menor Ferrant, or whatever her name is. There's a whole lot of guys. Also, the other guy with the dreadlocks and the dyed pink hair. What's his name? I forgot his name. We've got Cedric Doumbé, bruh. I love France MMA. Bobby Knuckles in the chat. Catherine keeps on saying I should say those two numbers. I've said them, and you said you were gonna subscribe. So, Nick Diaz Prime Goats. Yeah, man. Nick Diaz in his prime was an absolute animal, man. Like his time, I didn't get to watch Nick Diaz live because I only became a fan of the UFC around 2019. So the last time Diaz was in there was back in 2022 against Robbie Lawler. But we're not gonna count that one because it was kind of embarrassing. But realistically, the last time you saw Nick Diaz in there was against Anderson Silva in 2015. And I wasn't watching the UFC back then. But then I was able to watch his time in Strikeforce, and he was an animal. Like if that Nick Diaz that was in Strikeforce was also in the UFC, like if they would have let him fight, and it didn't ban him for smoking weed, which was absolutely dumb. Like how can you ban a guy for having fun? But if he had fought more times after 2015, I feel like he would have won the belt. Punisher laughing at me. Yeah, bro, the Ilia Topuria win. AI generated. Oliveira's the GOAT. He's coming back October 11th. There's no what's his name? Faziv had to pull out because he couldn't handle the aura of Charles Oliveira. So now, reportedly, Benoit Saint-Denis is filling in for Zeeb's place, and he's gonna get knocked out by Charles Oliveira at UFC Rio. But it's not really official yet. Someone else could maybe come in to replace him, to replace Faziev. I heard that also the UFC called Arman Sarukian. Like Arman Sarukian, he needs to prove to the UFC that he can make weights and actually come up and actually be there on fight day. So we're still waiting to see who the UFC chooses as Charles Oliveira's next victim. Who wants to get knocked out by Charles Oliveira in lightweights? Anyone. Justin Gaethje, come at him. Ilya Abtoro, if Ilya Topuria wants to lose again, he can come. UFC Rio will be there. Gamrot, anyone. Benoit Saint-Denis wants to get knocked out in Rio, he can come too. Who else? Who else? Paddy Pimblett. If he wants to come to UFC Rio, he can get knocked out too. Charlize Dupronx. Don't play with him. Charles the GOAT. Uncle Charles is the best. Second best to Charles Oliveira. He's the second GOAT. Alberto saying John Jones. What about John Jones, man? What about John Jones? Laser saying Charlize. 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 Ah. 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 God, 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 God. Charlize Dupronx. It's the GOAT. It's the GOAT. Charlize is the GOAT, man. Give us a spinning back kick. Nah, I don't have enough room. I don't have enough room for a spinning back kick, man. Punisher saying Fluffy. Yeah, Fluffy Hernandez pulled out, man. He pulled out. He was supposed to fight Renier Derrida at UFC Vancouver, October 18. He pulled out. And then it was Paulo Costa. And Paulo Costa said he doesn't want 5 rounds. He wants 3 rounds. He wants a 3-round main event. UFC said no. And Brandon Allen got the call. Brandon Allen is fighting Renier Derrida at UFC Vancouver, October 18. Should be a fun one. I think that's an easy win for Renier Derrida. I want Derrida to win. I want Derrida to win. And when he wins, I want him to call out Dracus du Plessis, man. Renier Derrida versus Dracus du Plessis. We gotta see that fight. We have to see that fight. I feel like as of right now in the middleweight division, the next fight is Khamzat Chimaev versus Nazardini Mavov. That's the next fight. And then the second best fight is Dracus du Plessis versus Renier Derrida. That's the next fight, man. I want to see that fight. And hopefully that fight goes down here in South Africa. The first UFC events in South Africa. They got to make it happen, man. They got to make it happen. That's the fight we want. Renier Derrida versus DDP. But first, Renier Derrida has to beat Brandon Allen. And I think he's going to do that easily. Laser saying, do you think Arman will get Charles? Arman versus Charles too. Listen, man, I feel like personally, I think the UFC has already called Arman Sarukian. And we gotta remember, guys, Arman Sarukian is a very, very rich guy. He comes from a rich family, and I don't think he takes that fight. I mean, the first fight was very, very close. I feel like Charles was robbed. If the fight would have gone 5 rounds, if it was a 5-round fight, Charles definitely would have got the submission in the later rounds. But for some reason, the judges decided to give the fight to Arman Sarukian. And I don't think Arman Sarukian wants anything to do with Charles Oliveira. So I don't think he's going to take that fight. If it was up to me, I feel like the UFC might call either Benoit Saint-Denis or Gamrot. Either way, both those guys are gonna get knocked out if they do fight Charles. Arman Sarukian too. If he's got the balls and he wants to man up and finally fight, give Charles Oliveira his rematch, I think he's getting submitted. Charles will submit Benoit Saint-Denis. Yeah, definitely. If he wants to. But I believe he's gonna knock him out. But I'm still waiting for the UFC to make that fight official so I can actually post about that fight. Because I still think they're trying to figure out who they're gonna bring into the main event. Who they're gonna decide wants to lose to Charles. Rio will give Charles the real power. Yeah, man, Charles hasn't fought in front of his people in 5 years. The last time Charles fought in Brazil was when he submitted Kevin Lee. That was 5 years ago, man. 5 years ago, like during COVID, 2020, in an arena with no people. That was crazy. But yeah, it's good to see him fight in front of his people again. I was hearing that maybe he was gonna retire if he wins. I was getting scared, but he recently did an interview saying that he's not planning on retiring. He's got one more run at the belt left, and yeah, man. I mean, the plan right now is to submit or KO whoever chooses to come at UFC Rio. Call out Abtoro, knock out Abtoro, fight the winner of Jack Della Maddalena and Islam Makachev, knock them out, and then submit what's his name, Max Holloway, and become the first ever three three divisional champion. He's gonna hold the lightweight belt, he's gonna hold the BMF belt, and he's gonna hold the welterweight belt. Watch. Um White Master here. David, why are you trying to troll me, David? This comment by I'm not even gonna read David's comments. There's a bit of noise in the crib. I've got company, so just bear with me, guys. Would you fight Dixon Mayaz? Yeah, man, I don't really know who that is, to be honest with you. Yeah, Punisher, thank you, man. Like this guy, David W. Like, why you gotta come here with all that racism, bro? Like, don't. Like, I don't know if you're trying to be funny or, but I don't know, man. We're just like, we're a positive live stream, and come on, bro. There's no need. Like, you just gotta chill out with the comments. You gotta chill out with those racist comments, bro. Or I might just come at you. Better watch out. I might just. David, I might just watch out. You've got Paul David saying hi. What's up? What's up? Laser saying Renya Dorito looks like a light. I am so sorry, chat. There was a bit of an issue with the network, but we're back at it, man. We're back at it. We're live. It's the UFC 322 breakdown. Damn, man. Unfortunately, most of the chats is gone. But yeah, I saw a couple questions that are on here.
Take a photo of words you want to understand.
Renya Dorito looks like a light heavyweight. Yeah, man, he does. He actually fought at light heavyweights. Man, what's that promotion? 1FC. He became two divisional champion at 1FC, so he's a big boy, man. He's a big boy. He's a big guy. That's why I want to see him fight Dracos Duplessis. Him and DDP are the biggest guys in the division by far. So yeah. I'm not sure if he cuts a lot of weight or if it's just muscle mass, but Renya Dorito is a big guy, man. He's a big guy. Arman almost got slept at UFC 300. That's what I'm saying, man. Like the UFC is against Charles Oliveira. They don't want to win. They don't want him to win. First, they robbed him at UFC 300s, and then it was an AI win at UFC. What was it? UFC 317, and then now, you know what I mean? Like they don't even want to give him an opponent. But I don't know what the UFC has against Charles Oliveira, the GOAT, the greatest fighter of all time. But I mean, it's weird, man. It's weird. It's weird, you know. It's I don't know what the UFC has against him, but I guess when you're the GOAT, when you're the greatest of all time, even the people you're working for are gonna hate you. That's how it is. I don't know. Um, yeah, man. I'm sorry, Punisher. It was the connection, man. It kind of it was a problem with the connection, but we're back at it, man. We're back at it. We're live. Had a problem with the connection. I'm so sorry, guys, but I fixed it quickly, and we're live again, man. Again, so those of you that just joined the chat, um, it is a UFC 322 breakdown. We're gonna go ahead and start real soon, but I'm seeing a comment here that's not really sitting well with me. Probably your dad saying he was good, his prime is over. I know you're not talking about Ilya. I know you're not talking about Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira's prime, he is still in his prime. He will be in his prime until he becomes a three divisional champion. That is a fact. That is a fact of life. Charles Oliveira has not lost not once in the UFC. Not once. He's been robbed 11 times. He was robbed 11 times in the UFC. He's never lost once. Never been submitted. Never been KO'd. He's been robbed 11 times. So you tell me how he's not in his prime. How is Charles Oliveira not in his prime? How is Charles Oliveira's prime over when he just beats Ilya Topuria? The guy that you're saying is gonna be the GOAT. The guy to beat Islam Makhachev. Bruh, Charles Oliveira already beat that guy. So how is he not in his prime? You tell me. Guys, I don't understand the Charles Oliveira hates. Like I don't. Like I get why, like I get the other hates for all these other UFC guys, but Charles Oliveira, I don't understand. Is it because he's so great you guys have to hate him? Crazy, man. Laser saying people think Trump fell off because of the AI win. Insane. I don't know. I don't know what these people are watching, bro. I don't know what they're watching. They're saying Charles somehow got KO'd by Ilya Topuria. Imagine Charles getting KO'd by Toptoro. Who the hell is Toptoro? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Crazy. I don't understand when people are watching. Um, Hard to say he was robbed when he gave up twice. Ah man. Ah man. Oh man. Bro, I don't. That's a crazy comment, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I've gotta refresh myself now because that is a crazy comment. Now you're calling the GOATs a quitter. That's insane, bro. That is insane. And that's just disrespectful, man. You're calling the GOAT, the greatest fighter of our time, mine and yours. You're calling him a quitter. Insane. Um, we've got SOK, Sovan, Ang. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right. Um, you're saying I'm telling the truth. Yeah, man, I am telling the truth. I am telling the truth. He lost to Topuria. Nah, bro. He couldn't have lost to Topuria. He can't. He could never. But there's no more comments coming in for now. So we're gonna get at it, man. It's the UFC 322 breakdown. Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. For me, the biggest fight of the year. I mean, there's a lot on the line for this one. Can Islam Makhachev become a double champion? Or can Jack Della Maddalena finally end the Dagestani reign? Because if we're being honest, man, if somehow Jack Della Maddalena finishes Islam Makhachev, then I guess the dominance of the Dagestani area era is over. You know what I mean? It kind of is over because Islam Makhachev is the face of Dagestan. Like he's the face. It was Khabib. Khabib retired. Then Islam Makhachev became the guy, and then underneath him is Khamzat Chimaev, and then it's Umar Magomedov, Usman Magomedov. He's in another promotion, and then all these other guys from AKA and Khabib's team. But yeah, man, if there's a lot on the line and there's a lot to lose for Islam Makhachev, a lot of people are saying that Jack Della Maddalena has everything to lose, which is not the case. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he's got the belts, but in terms of legacy, which is much more superior to a belt, like your legacy is way superior to a belt, and I feel like the legacy of Islam Makhachev is really is on the line. You know what I mean? Because imagine the scenes. Imagine somehow, some way. Imagine somehow Jack Della Maddalena finishes Islam Makhachev. And if he does finish him, he's not going to submit him. It's most likely going to be a TKO. You know what I mean? He's probably going to catch him with like a knee or like a right hook coming in. Somehow. Just bear with me. Somehow, Jack Della Maddalena finishes Makhachev. Imagine the hate that he's going to come for Islam Makhachev. You ducked Topuria. You ran away, you went to a higher division and you lost, and there's a lot on the line for Islam Makhachev. And if he loses this one, he's now the face of Dagestani MMA. So if he loses, then imagine. I'm just saying, guys, imagine. I feel like there's more to lose for Islam Makhachev in terms of legacy. The only thing Jack Della Maddalena has to lose is the belt. And even if it does lose, people are gonna say, you know what I mean? Islam was the pound for pound number one for a reason. Islam is the GOAT, so there's no shame in losing to a GOAT. He just lost the belt, it's whatever. But if Islam Makhachev loses, imagine the hate. Imagine the hate. Imagine how happy the Total fans are gonna be. Like all these Ilya Topuria fans, like they're gonna go crazy and they're gonna come after Islam Makhachev. They're gonna come after Khabib. They're gonna come after Umar Magomedov and the whole Dagestani team. So there's a lot to lose for both fighters, man, and crazy. Do you think Islam beats Ilya? I'm actually here to do the predictions and the breakdown, but we're a long way from doing the main event. But for you, Laser, because I saw that you subbed. Thank you for the sub. Shout out to Laser in the chats. A whole lot of comments. Thank you, my brother. And to answer your question, yeah, I do. I do think that Ilya Topuria loses to Islam Makhachev, and I'm not gonna be biased, because Ilya beat my favorite fighter in Charles Oliveira. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give my honest opinion on this. Listen, guys, definitely Ilya Topuria is one of the best boxers we've seen in the UFC for a while. He's a massive stand-up guy. Like he's got some good jiu-jitsu, but we saw after what Islam Makhachev did to Charles Oliveira back in 2022 when Charles Oliveira was looking unstoppable. Like I think Islam Makhachev, if they were to fight, I think Islam takes him down easily. I think he takes him down easily and he submits him. Because we've seen that jiu-jitsu doesn't work against Islam Makhachev. Because let me tell you something. If Charles Oliveira can't submit Islam Makhachev, if Charles Oliveira can't have an offensive ground game with Islam on the ground, then no one else is going to. The only way Ilya Topuria wins is if he gets if his sorry guys, I'm South African, so my English is going away. The only way Ilya Topuria beats Islam Makhachev is if he catches him. Is if he catches him coming in for a takedown, or we've seen Makhachev get hurt in the feet. Dustin Poirier had a few good moments. Who else? Who else? Alexander Volkanovski. Alexander Volkanovski was able to hurt Makachev on the feet. But I think the ground game of Islam Makachev is way superior to Ilya Topuria. And yeah, man, if I were to give a prediction, I think Islam takes him down, submits him easily. I feel like the only thing Ilya Topuria would have to work on is the ground game. Like I think he would have to work with Alexander Volkanovski and Craig Jones because the defense that Alexander Volkanovski showed in the first fight with Makachev was insane. That was the best takedown defense I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, unless Ilya Topuria works on his takedown with Volk and Craig Jones down in Australia. If he does that, I think he wins. But if he doesn't, then I think he loses. But that's a big fight. I would have loved if this fight would have happened this year. But I feel like the longer we wait for fights, the bigger they become. Because now imagine Islam wins at UFC 322, and then now we've got double champ versus double champ. That's crazy. That's crazy to imagine. We've got Elihead say, "Do you know Galatasaray?" Galatasaray, I think that's a football team, right? I think Diego Drogba used to play for that team. But me, PSG, Baba. I support PSG. We support Paris Saint-Germain. Ryan Garcia's got nothing on me. Listen, guys, I've got a mic. I'm gonna try and put on the mic, and we're gonna start with the breakdowns for UFC 322. Again, man, it is a massive card. The biggest fight of the year in the world's most famous arena. I cannot wait, man. Makachev on the card. Shevchenko, Zhang Wei Li, Carlos Prates is back. It's gonna be a fun one. And again, chats, do make sure you do subscribe. It is Zar-Kombat for the best MMA related news, MMA live streams. We break down cards. We do it all, man. UFC. If you like the UFC, I'm the guy you want to subscribe to, man. Ellie Head saying Tyson or Muhammad Ali, prime for prime. No one's touching Ali, man. No one is touching Muhammad Ali. Prime for prime. I don't think anyone is beating Muhammad Ali in his prime. Click the mic to your shirts. Okay. I always like this mic dies a lot, so I kind of have to see on the screen whether it's still green, bro. Because now if I put it here, I'm not gonna be able to see the green lights, and then I'm gonna keep on talking, and you guys are not gonna be able to hear me. You know what I mean? But can you hear me properly? Just please tell me in the chat quickly. Can you hear me properly? Is it sounding properly, or is it too noisy? Just please tell me in the chat. But I'm gonna try and clip it on. Okay, let's see. I think that's good. I think that's great. I think that's good. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, chats. Um, Laser is back in the chat. Do you think Hamza will wrestle the whole fights in every fight like UFC 319, or did he fight like that because it was a championship fight? I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro. Khamzat Chimaev. That was I'm gonna say this, dog. Like, if he has two more performances like that, if Khamzat Chimaev has two more performances like that, he's gonna lose his fan base. Because the UFC promotes fighting, man. It promotes fighting like DDP versus Khamzat. I'm South African, guys. I'm South African, so I'm a big supporter of Dracus du Plessis. Like, du Plessis is a fun fighter. You know what I mean? And I was so hyped up for that fight. I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't sleep because I did not know who was going to win. But I knew in my heart, I believed. I believed it was going to be exciting fights. I believed there was going to be blood. We were going to see like shades of Khamzat versus Gilbert Burns. I believed we were going to see. And then Khamzat had to ruin that fight. And it wasn't even his fault. He did an interview and he said that Arman Sarukian told him not to stand up with Dracus du Plessis, even though he was winning the fight. Khamzat Chimaev was in the corner asking, "Can I box now? Can I stand up with this guy?" And Arman Sarukian said, "No." He said, "No, take this guy down, lay on him, do not fight him." And yeah, man, that's a very, very boring style. Like, not afford to see that, especially in such a high caliber fight, man. That was promoted as the biggest fight of the year. And it was. Like, it had everything. Like, we had Carlos Prates, boom, spinning elbow out of nowhere. And then it was Lerone Murphy, boom, another spinning elbow out of nowhere. And then it was the main event, the biggest fight of the year. For me as a South African, I was so hyped. DDP is the biggest guy in the world right now. Khamzat Chimaev, the biggest star in the UFC. It had everything to be the most amazing card we had ever seen, to be the biggest card of the year. And then Khamzat had to ruin it with the wrestling, bro. Like, it still makes me mad, dog. Like, it still makes me mad. I was so hyped up for that fight, bro. I could not sleep. I could not sleep because I did not know who was gonna win. And to be honest, man, I'm not even gonna, like, as a South African, I'm gonna tell you this. Like, our level of wrestling is way, way, way below the world's wrestling. Because for us, we only focus on we've got one of the best kickboxers in the world here in our country, one of the best boxers as well. A little bit of jiu-jitsu, but when it comes to wrestling, we don't really do that, bro. So I would have loved um for DDP to have done more in the wrestling department, but it is what it is, man. I'm blaming this on Chimaev. I'm blaming this on Chimaev. He doesn't care about the fans that pay so much to watch the UFC. Um, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. But I'm gonna say this: if Khamzat has two more performances like that, he's done. He's done. The UFC fans are gonna turn on him, and to show you that it was so bad, bro. Like, Khamzat is supposed to be the biggest star in the world. I was looking at the interviews, like the post-fight interviews on the UFC's YouTube channel, and Dracus du Plessis has more views than Khamzat Chimaev. He does. So it's already showing you that if he has another performance like that, like a boring performance, he's gonna lose all the hype. Um. So yeah, man. Um. I was not a fan of that performance at all. I hated it. I still hate it, and I don't want to see it again, bro. Yeah, guys, UFC 322. Should I start with the main card of the prelims? Let me start with the early prelims. We've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fights, 12 announced fights for UFC 322. It's a big card, man. It's a big card. And yeah, again, chats, do make sure you do subscribe, man. Please subscribe to the channel. We gotta get my subscribers up, man. We're pushing for 500 subscribers so I can get monetized and we can begin being able to donate for me, pushing the quality of the content. Yeah, UFC 322, we're doing it right now. My boy Punisher's back in the chat. That's my brother from Abu Dhabi. He's back. Before I start with the breakdown for UFC 322, I'm gonna read Laser's comments. I think DDP didn't expect him to wrestle like that. That's why he didn't focus on improving his wrestling. Yeah, man. I mean, he's never done that before. Hamza hasn't had that approach before. I mean, he wrestles a lot, but for this fight or for 319, he switched camps and he went to go and train with TJ Dillashaw and Aman Sarukian, and I feel like they pushed him to wrestle the entire fight. You know what I mean? Excuse me. They pushed him to wrestle the entire fight, and it hurts him. It's gonna hurt his career if that's how he chooses to fight from here on onwards. If that's the approach he chooses to take, he's gonna lose fans. He's gonna lose fans. I'm telling you guys, two more performances like that, and he's done. Already he fights like one time a year. We're lucky if you get one Khamzat fights a year. We're lucky. Now imagine he's gonna fight one time a year, and those are the performances he's gonna give us. He's just gonna lay on the guy, take home a lot of money, come back after 1 year, lay on top of another guy for 25 minutes, take his belt home, take his money, come back, fights one time every single year, and every time he fights, he's gonna lay on top of the guy. That's crazy. What do you think of John Silver? That was an insane fight last week. That was an insane no chair UFC. Um, if you were here for the live stream, like anyone that was here for the live stream is gonna tell you that I had Diego Lopez winning that fight. I did not see a spinning elbow. I knew it was gonna be amazing. I knew it was gonna be amazing. I was laughing. I was just smiling. I was watching that fight and I was smiling. And I actually fell asleep during the main event. And I woke up with when I woke up, John Silver was on the floor and was getting ground and pounded by Diego Lopez. But I did get to watch the full fight, and it was an amazing fight. I said it was going to be an amazing fight. I said no way this fight was going to be boring. It's one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life, even though it was just like basically a round and a half. But still, it was amazing. Like that round two, the chin of Diego Lopez is legendary, bro. I mean, I thought Max Holloway had the best chin, and then now Diego Lopez, crazy, bro. I mean, he took front kicks to the chin, he took rights, lefts, and then he just stood there in front of his face, bro. He just stood there, took all the damage, and then boop, spinning elbow out of nowhere, bah, 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 ground and pound, and then he goes up to fights with his team, and there was a whole lot of drama after the fights. It was crazy, bro. But yeah, John Silver, he's gonna be back. John Silver's gonna be back, but yeah, man, he's not getting in the top five, bro. He's not getting in the top five. Definitely not giving. He's not getting in the top five, bro. He was calling for what's his name? He was calling for Yair Rodriguez. He's calling for that fight. He's not gonna get that fight. I think he comes back. He KOs someone in like the top 15, but he's not breaking to the top five. I maybe he could beat like Arnold Allen, but even Aljamain Sterling, I think maybe he catches Aljamain Sterling, but yeah, man, Volk, Diego Lopez, Masvidal, Mavov, like he doesn't beat those guys. John is like 10 minutes away from me. He is in UAE right UAE. Oh, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. That is insane. If that's true, that's insane. And you know what, Punisher? Go get a picture with him, send it to me on Instagram, and then I'll believe you. Get a picture with him, send it to me on Instagram, I'll believe you, dog. Um, Give us Max Holloway versus Diego for the BMF belt. Insane, bro. That would be insane, dog. We were actually talking with Punisher on Instagram about this. Yeah, man, that would be insane, dog. I mean, I think Max Holloway wins that fight. I think skill for skill, especially on the striking, Max Holloway is definitely levels above. But the jiu-jitsu of Diego Lopez is also insane. So who knows? He might even be able to submit Max Holloway. But I'll tell you this, man. If that fight would have happened, you can take all my money, bro. Take all my money. I'm watching that fight. I'm definitely watching that fight. This guy, Ali Samachi or whatever his name is coming here with all the gay comments. We're not here for that, bro. We're not here for that, bro. It's positivity up in here, dog. It's just positive comments, and I'm not even gonna read your comment, dog. Punisher saying, I reckon John would take Aljo. Yeah, man. I mean, the ground game of Aljamain Sterling is crazy, but the striking of Sterling is insane. I mean, he keeps his hands way below. Like he keeps his hands here. And if this is you and you're taking straight punches from John Silver, he's gonna get knocked out. I mean, he got knocked out by Marlon Moraes. So yeah, definitely John Silver knocks him out. Aljo would never take that fight. He would never take that fight. I'll tell you that right now. He's actually here. Check his story. That's cool, man. I believe you. I believe you. I want to see you. I want to see you actually take a fight, take a picture with the UFC fighter. And stop being so shy, man. Stop being so shy and go take the pictures, man. Take the pictures. So you can show them when you get to the UFC, you can show them like, hey, listen, look, I've got a picture with you. You know what I mean? I almost got a picture with Dracus du Plessis. He was here in Durban. Durban is where I'm from in South Africa. He had just won the belts from Strickland, and he was at a mall. There was a mall, and there's a mall called Gateway. So he was at the mall, and he was signing autographs and taking pictures. But it was I think it was like a Thursday, and I was at work, bro. I was at work, and as soon as I got off, like I went to the mall, and he was just packing up, and I couldn't even get a picture with him, bro. I couldn't get a picture with him, but I did get a dap up. You know what I mean? So that was cool. Like he's a big guy, bro. Like he's big on TV, but if you see him live, like he's like a big guy. I don't know how the guy makes 138. Like I don't know how he's a middleweight. But if you see him live, he looks like a buff heavyweight. Like I would compare him to like who could I compare him to? I'm trying to think of someone. He's like not Stipe. Not Stipe. He's like I don't know, bro, but he's a heavyweight. Well, like outside of camp, he's a heavyweight, bro. He's not even Khalil, dog. Not even Khalil. He's like remember Alex Pereira back at UFC. Remember the Pereira versus Jan Blokovic fights. Remember that fight? Remember how big Pereira looked like for his light heavyweight debut? That's how Dracus du Plessis looks in real life. Bro, like he's like I swear he's like 200 like 50 pounds or something, bro. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. But yeah, he's a big guy. Um Laser Pereiro Ank. Dog, I'm a Shama man. Ah! Shama for life. Yeah, man, I was actually having a conversation with Punisher on Instagram, and yeah, guys, Pereira's 38 years old, and he's doing movies now, and he's having fun. He's enjoying his life. Listen, he has earned everything in his life. Like, good for him, but I feel like the mentality is not there anymore, bro. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope somehow he catches Ankalaev with like a left hook coming in for a takedown. I hope he catches him, but I don't see it happening, bro. And like it hurts me that I have to say that Pereira is gonna lose because I'm such a big fan, but I think he loses, man. I think he loses just because like at first fight, watching him lose to Ankalaev on the feet, struggling with Ankalaev on the feet was absolutely insane, man. Watching that, it broke my heart. I'm not even gonna lie, dog. It broke my heart, and it breaks my heart to say that Pereira is gonna lose again. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, it's the truth. You know what I mean? If I'm a betting man, I'm betting on Uncle Life. Crazy dog. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, I think Ank keeps the belt. Aljamain is a lucky champ. Peter Yan had that belt. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, if only Peter Yan didn't throw that knee. If only he didn't throw that knee, Aljo would have never become a champ. So yeah. And another crazy thing is Marab is actually calling out Peter Yan. Like he wants to fight Peter Yan at UFC 322. Like Marab is such an animal, man. I mean, he's the most active fighter right now. He's had two fights already. Umar Nurmagomedov, he beats him, and then it was Sean O'Malley, and then now it's Corey Sanhagen. I think he beats him, and then now he's calling for Peter Yan at UFC 322. So, excuse me, he's looking for four fights this year. Four fights in 1 year as the champion is insane. But yeah, man, shout out to Marab. The activity is legendary. We've got Anshu Hue House. Anshu House. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, bro. I don't think I am pronouncing it right, but he's saying hello, brother. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, 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 brother. Saying he loves me too, dog. Are you South African? Like I'm South African, so DDP. I'm always gonna be biased towards DDP. People are always gonna hate me in the chat for loving him, but yeah, man. I mean, he's our champion. He's South African, so I'm always gonna support him. My brother Saeed is back. I haven't seen you in a while, bro. Hope you're well. DDP is the real man. DDP is the GOAT. Yes, sir. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Um, Conor McGregor in the chat saying, anyone want to buy? I don't know what he's selling, bro. I don't know what he's selling. Back at the chat. Laser back in the chat saying, what are your goals? What are my goals, bro? There's a whole lot of goals, man. There's a whole lot of goals. Right now, we're on this journey, man. We're on this journey. Okay, this thing wants to die now. It's showing the red lights. Right now, bro, being a journalist in MMA is definitely my passion. Like, I love this. I love this. I can talk about MMA for hours, dog. For hours. Actually got some new equipment. I think you're new in the chats. I've never seen you before here in the chat. So we've got a mic, and I was showing the chat that I actually got a laptop. So we're working on improving the quality of the content. And hopefully, it's not even hopefully, I am going to make it big time on this platform and definitely move to Johannesburg. Johannesburg is called the city of gold. So if you're from South Africa, like that's the place you want to be. That's where all the opportunities are. If you're from South Africa, that's where you want to go to. Planning on going out there, and I'm actually gonna go back to school. I'm gonna go back to school. Actually get a degree or like a bachelor's degree, whatever, man. Get something that allows me to show employers that I've actually dedicated to this craft. Bro, I love this, bro. Like I love MMA, bro. I love MMA. I love the UFC. Um, like currently right now, like the work that I do, I'm a truck driver, so I don't get to train as much as I used to. Um, and it hurts me, bro. It hurts me, bro. But it is what it is, man. I mean, I guess you've got to sacrifice a lot to get to where you want to get to. You know what I mean? Like I was training like 2 3 years ago, bro. Like I was training consistently, but then you know how life is. You know, things happen, and plan A becomes you kind of have to throw plan A away, and then plan B But yeah, man, I mean, this is it, bro. This is it. This is the goal. This is the journey right now. And can't wait to get to the destination, bro. I hope you guys are gonna be there when I finally make it big, man. Like I hope you're gonna be there. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It has to happen. I've seen it happen in my head. I've envisioned it. Envisioned it. And right now, man, we're manifesting it, bro. We're manifesting it in real time. Yeah, yeah, bro. Laser, oh, you're from Cape Town, bro. I thought you were like from America or something. I was looking at your the picture on your profile pic. I thought you were American. No, you're South African, dog. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Kamstad. Hey brother, you will make it big. I'm with you. No homo. No homo, bro. Yeah, Punisher in the chats. And all the best that you're working with, bro. I know you're in school and you're doing your thing. You're planning on going to Germany, so shout out to you, bro. Anshu, bro. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, dog. Like I think it's Anshu. Anshu. I'm saying love from India. Visualization is the key. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, man, it really is. Because I mean, when you kind of look at all these people that have made it in life, or the people that we call successful, or for me, like the people that have reached their destination, you know what I mean? Like I watch interviews and I listen to them talk, and it's always like manifestation is real, bro. Like it's magic. We're kind of like we're magicians, bro. I mean, we're like it's really like you're the only thing that can hold you down. You know what I mean? Like life as well comes with its problems, and that's just how life is. But it's all you, dog. It's all you. It's all what you see in here. You know what I mean? Like what you see in here, you're the one that can make it happen outside. You know what I mean? So visualization, manifestation, it's you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys are kind of getting what I mean, but it's just like I've studied these guys, bro. Like you listen to guys like UFC because we're talking about the UFC. Like you, I use Conor McGregor for example, like probably the biggest example I could use. You know what I mean? Like if you've watched those McGregor documentaries when he was fighting Floyd Mayweather and he was getting ready for the DS fights, like he was saying like I see it. I see it. I see it happening. Like when they laugh, when I talk and I say I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like they laugh, but I see it happening because I know it's real. You know what I mean? Like even at the press conferences, he would say like I'm gonna knock this guy out because the work he put in knew it would get him to where um sorry guys, yeah, my mic is beginning to die. So yeah, what I was saying is yeah man, Conor McGregor is the perfect example in terms of the UFC when it comes to visualization and manifestation. We've seen it happen. We've seen his press conferences, we've seen his interviews, his documentaries. You put it out there to the world. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You break it down. You study hard. You work hard. Is it off now? Well, the green lights is on, so it's about to die. I'm gonna charge it soon, but yeah, man, visualization and all of that, bro. Like I've studied that so hard. Like I look at a guy like Laser, who is from South Africa. He knows who Nasty C is. Nasty C is a musician from South Africa. He's a very big guy out here. He's a big guy. He's actually from Durban, and like I watch his interviews all the time, bro. Like he'd say, like when I was 12 years old, like I saw it, I saw it, I saw it happening. I saw myself being in this position. I saw it in my head. I saw it, bro. You know what I mean? Like it was real. Like this is like this to me. This I see it, dog. You know what I mean? I see it happening, and I know like I'm the only one putting myself back when it comes to putting myself out there and getting connections and all of these things. But I just it's mine. You know what I mean? Like it's mine. It's mine, dog. It's mine. I've seen it happen. I've seen it. It's mine, bro. It's gotta happen. It has to happen because it's already happened. You know what I mean? But yeah. Um, yeah, bro. That's it for me, dog. That's it for me. That's what I'm leaning towards. That's the journey right now. I'm gonna put it that way. That is the journey, and obviously the destination. It's not even like obviously we all want to be financially stable, and we all want to be comfortable when it comes to money. That's everyone's goal. You know what I mean? But to actually get there and to get there by doing something that you love, you know what I mean? Something that fills you inside, something you could talk about for hours, something you could do. Okay, guys, the mic died, so I'm kind of charging the mic. I'm charging the mic right now, and yeah, I'm kind of charging the mic, and I put the mic back on. So what I was saying was, yeah, man, that's it, guys. It's when you know, like when you love something, you can talk about it, you can do it for hours and not even be like, you know what I mean, like obviously we all get tired, but not even like you don't want to stop, you want to keep going, like you want to continue on the journey, bro. Like that for me is it. That for me is the goal, bro. And it's not even a goal anymore because it's happening right now. It's happening in real time. It's not even something I want to do. It's happening right now, and I'm aware, and there's no stopping, dog. Yeah, life. But what are your goals, man? What are your goals? I've talked to a few people in the chats, like on Instagram and whatever. Like, and again, guys, follow me on Instagram. It's Zar-Kombat, Zar-Kombat. Follow me on Instagram as well, man. I like chatting to you guys, like personally, because obviously, like, I use Wi-Fi and data to be online on the live stream, and I can't be on live for a very long time. But yeah, um, go check out me, check me out on Instagram as well, man. Um, Punisher saying it's apart from time and space. Yeah, it is, bro. It is. It's life, dog. Yo, I haven't even started with the 322 card. Let's get at it, man. Game chats, do make sure you do subscribe, man. Do make sure you do subscribe. It's Zar Combat, ZAR dash KOMBAT. Here we go, man. UFC 322 card. We're gonna start with the early prelims. The first fight of the night is Angela Hill and Klein. A women's fights in the strawweight division. I don't know the other girl. I know who Angela Hill is, and I'm gonna have to go with her because she's the veteran. The second fight is a fight in the featherweight division. Velejos versus Andre Tachifili. Listen, man, shout out to Andre Tachifili. Um, the last time Andre Tachifili was in there, he actually got in there. He had just lost his child. So as a brave man, like losing your child and still being able to make the walk to the octagon is insane. And for that, man, I hope he wins this fight. Um, like he's one of the people that I really, really look up to in terms of just life. You know what I mean? Like had an amazing post-fight speech and dedicated his fight to whoever his child would have been in life. It was emotional and it was touching, bro. But yeah, shout out to Andre Tachifili, man. Shout out to him. I hope he gets the W at UFC 322, dog. Before I continue, man, I'm seeing a comment here from Laser. I'm about to invest in my business model, and my mother is saying it won't work, saying I'll waste my money. What's your advice, dog? I'll say this, man. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to you, man. I don't know your life situation. I do not know your life situation. I don't know how things are at home. I don't know how things are for you personally. Um, I've never ventured into a business. I know friends that have been into businesses, like like small businesses, like selling like vendors, and you know what I mean, like selling from your home and just selling chips and whatever. It's also some sort of a business. Like I know those people that have done that as well. So my advice to you, man, I can't give you any like real advice because I haven't been in your situation where I'm investing like in terms of just like business as a whole, like where I'm investing a lot, and I've got family members that I'm gonna say kind of depending on me. But I'll speak for myself what I'm doing on this with this YouTube thing right now. I mean, I know people hear me talking when I'm on here, family members, like they'll hear me speaking on this thing and they'll see me doing my thing on the phone and on the laptop, and it's looks like it's just a waste of money and I don't know what I'm doing with my life and it's not going anywhere, and that's okay. That's okay. That's just how it is. People are never gonna see the vision. People won't understand why you see that vision. It's for you. It's for you to put it out there for the world. And I don't want to be cringe, but you know, you only live once, bro. You only live once, and in this life, like you gotta do it for you. You know what I mean? You gotta do it for you. I know your mother's a big. I'm gonna say that your mother's a big part of your life, but this is for you, man. This is for you. This is for your life. This is it's a big step. It is a big step. Obviously, you're gonna be nervous. You're gonna question yourself whether it's the right decision or not, and ultimately, it's up to you. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you what I've heard in so many songs, and from so many people that I've been watching interviews from and I've listened to for so many years. Um, if you really want to make it big, dog, you gotta risk it all. That's it. You know what I mean? Because even with your business model, it's gonna work, but you can't say 100% sure like your investment is gonna come back. You don't know, but again, you know it's gonna work. You know what I mean? And I feel like plan A has to be to make it work without there being a plan B or plan C or whatever it takes, dog, whatever it takes. And that's just how it is, man. That's just how it is when you're about to invest in something, when you're putting your all into something, dog. Like you gotta go all in. It's like gambling, dog. It's like gambling. You could lose today, win tomorrow, win today, lose tomorrow. Either way, it is your life, man. It's what you want to do in this life, and I would encourage you to go at it, man. Go at it at 120%. Give it your all, and I hope you do it right, man. I hope you do it. I mean, you're the only one that knows, bro. And to be honest, my advice really means nothing, dog, because you've already made the decision in your head. I'm sure you just obviously you're gonna question yourself, and we all have that, but you've already made the decision, dog. And I hope it's the right one for you, not for your mom, not for anyone else, for you, for your life. But shout out to you, man. All the best, dog. All the best. And I hope I get to see your name on TV or whatever. Because I know you're from here. You said you're from South Africa, so I'm hoping to see your name soon. And why don't you Instagram me on if you've got Instagram, hit me up on Instagram. Zar-Kombat, Zar-Kombat. We should talk in private, dog. Like I wanna talk more with you, dog. So if you've got Instagram, please, man, hit me up. Hit me up. Uh Anshu saying he's back. That's my brother from India. Who is my favorite fighter? You just joined the chat. I had like an entire 30 minutes talking about Charles Oliveira, bro. Charlie's the Bronx is the GOAT, and you cannot tell me otherwise. But I'm not gonna talk about Charles anymore. Um, I want to get back to the UFC 322 breakdown, guys. We haven't even talked about UFC 322, guys. It's a big one. Jack Della Maddalena, Islam Makhachev. It's the biggest fight of the year. Laser saying, see you soon. Love you, my brother. All the best in your decision, dog. All the best in your decision. And if you got it, if you have Instagram, you should go DM me, dog. Zar-Kombat, Zarkombat. All the best, bro. I hope that I hope you make the wise decision, dog, for you and not for anyone else. All the best in your business. All the best in your endeavors, man. All the best. Shout out to Laser, man. Shout out to Laser. Um, yeah, man. I was doing the early prelims for UFC 322. The third fight on the prelims, and the last one is Anthony Hernandez versus Smith. Anthony Hernandez is back again. I think he fought like at UFC. No, he fought at No Chair UFC and he won, so he's back. I think he gets the W in that one. And then we move on to the prelims. The first fight on the prelims is Dukatov versus Chris. What's his name? What's his surname? Chris Retic. Duka Dulatov is that guy that models, the guy that used to model for Versace and all those big brands. Like he had a crazy elbow victory back at UFC 319. And he got the KO and then he kind of just modeled away. That was insane. But yeah, he's back at UFC 322. He's fighting Chris Radzik. I don't think I'm pronouncing his name right, but that's one of Bilal Muhammad's partners, training partners. And for that fight, man, I've got I think Dulatov gets the job done. I think he's looked amazing in his last few fights. And Chris has kind of been declining. He's like Kobe Covington, a lot of talk, but when it comes to action, he's not really there. So I think he gets the job done, man. Dulatov, definitely. And then, like these Dagestani surnames are so hard to pronounce, guys. Khamzat Chimaev's friend, Surakayev, Susurakayev. Remember the guy that was on Dana White's Contender Series during UFC 319 fight week, and he was friends with Khamzat Chimaev. He won the contract, and then he debuted on the prelims of UFC 319 and he won. Well, he's back. He's fighting Mechanico. Mechanico in a middleweight bout. Um, should be a fun one. Susurikayev had a good debut. It was actually a spectacular debut, man. Got the W. Can't wait to see him back. I think he gets the job done. Definitely by submission. And then Jared Mearshot is back versus Chris Dawkins. Yeah, man. Jared Mearshot, a legend in the middleweight division. Unfortunately, he lost the last time he was in there. I think the last time you saw him was back at I think it was back at UFC Shanghai. It was back at UFC Shanghai. He lost. And Chris Dawkins, man. Chris Dawkins was also at UFC Shanghai. He got the victory. He knocked out Michel Pereira. Knocked him out clean. Flat. KO. It was good to see him back in the UFC. He's back. He's fighting Jared Mearshot. I think Chris Dawkins gets the job done. I think he wins. Definitely. Cannot wait for that fight. And then the headliner for the prelims is Roman Kapilov versus Gregory Robocop. That's a fun one. That is a fun one, and I cannot wait for that matchup. The last time we saw RoboCop, he sent what's his name, Jackal Manson into the Shadow Realm. Crazy uppercut, and boom, insane ground and pound. I mean, he basically murdered Jackal Manson the last time he was in there. So I can't wait to see him back. Bro, that was insane. Like if you saw that, it was like it wasn't even a normal uppercut. It wasn't even like a this type uppercut. It kind of cause he keeps his hands down. Just boop. You know what I mean? And then he had the Francis Ngannou ground and pound. Hand right here. Already knocked the guy out. The guy's out. He's dead. He goes up to him. Boom. Knocks him out flat. Insane, bro. But yeah, man, Robocop is back. He's fighting Roman Kapilov. Roman Kapilov lost to Paulo Costa. I think the last time we saw him, he lost to Paulo Costa, and it's gonna be a fun one. I mean, for this one, I'm gonna pick Roman Kapilov. I think he's way faster than Robocop. I think the speed of Roman Kapilov is gonna be too much for Robocop, and I think he gets the decision there. I think Roman Kapilov gets the decision, but it's gonna be a fun one, man. Cannot wait for that fight. Roman Kapilov versus Robocop, an insane matchup. Shout out to the UFC matchmakers for putting this fight together, man. Like I'm so excited about that one, and it's gonna be crazy, dog. It's gonna be a crazy fight. And that's it for the prelims, man. That's it for the prelims for UFC 322. We're gonna go on to the UFC 322 main card, the biggest fight card of the year. And before I move on, we've got West, a South African brother saying, Olenkab, yes, olapho njaya, mbatsini, namba. It's my South African brother right there in the chat. Anshu saying, what do you think about Ankalaev versus Pereira too? Yeah, man, I did the breakdown for that fight. You should go check out my live streams. Go check out the channel. I did like an entire breakdown for that fight. But Ankalaev, dog, Ankalaev, Pereira, he hasn't been training. Like he's doing movies now, bro, and he hasn't been training like he normally does. And plus, he's 38 years old, so he's not in his prime anymore. Um, like it hurts me, dog. It hurts me that I have to pick against Pereira, but I just don't see how Pereira gets the job done. Um, I mean, he lost on the feet to Ankalaev back at UFC 318. And yeah, I mean, it showed that he's aging and that he's not in his prime anymore. But I hope I'm wrong. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope somehow Pereira gets the job done. I hope he catches him with the left hook coming in. You know what I mean? Or a knee to the face while Ankalaev is trying to shoot for a takedown. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't like picking against Pereira, but I mean, if you follow Pereira's training on Instagram, then you're gonna see that he's not really 100% focused on the matchup. You know what I mean? Like he's shooting movies and he's doing a whole lot of interviews with Nina, and he's everywhere at all the events. And I don't know, bro. He's enjoying his life way too much for me to pick him. But yeah, man, I think Uncle Life gets the job done. I hope I'm wrong, dog. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope Pereira proves me wrong, and I hope he knocks him out. But if I had to pick, if I'm a betting man and I had to pick, I'm gonna go with Big Ank, man. Uncle Life, I think he gets the job done. Another boring decision. But fortunately for us, we've got Jerry Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree on that card. Oh, can't wait for that fight. Cannot wait for that fight. It's gonna be amazing, bro. It's gonna be such an amazing fight. It's such a chaotic matchup. I don't know who's gonna win. And to be honest, man, like I'm a big fan of both. Like I love Khalil, but I mean, who doesn't love Jiri Prohaska, bro? So I can't wait for that fight. I'm way more excited for Jiri Prohaska and Khalil Roundtree than the Pereira fights. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm more excited for that fight the main events. That's gonna be insane, man. That is gonna be insane. It's gonna be a fun one. Crazy dog. That's a crazy matchup. Even the co-main events as well. Marab versus Corey Sanhagen. I think Marab fights, but I think it's gonna be a bit more competitive than we think. Yeah. But that Jiri Prohaska and Khalil Roundtree fights, bro, like I can't stop thinking about that fight because we know it's gonna deliver. No way it's gonna be like a boring fight. It can't be. Jiri Prohaska does not know what a boring fight is. Jiri Prohaska does not know what a boring fight is, bro. I mean, every time he's in there, he delivers. Even Khalil Roundtree, he doesn't take guys down. Like he's not Khalil Roundtree. A fun fact: Khalil Roundtree has never shot a takedown in his entire UFC career ever. Go look it up on YouTube. Go check it out. He has never shot for a takedown. So we've got two guys. One guy is crazy. The other guy is also crazy. You put two crazy guys in the octagon. What are we gonna get? A fun fight. I feel like we're gonna get similar vibes to Diego Lopez and John Silver, where it's back and forth. Boom! Right, left, elbows, knees, blood everywhere. Ugh, can't wait, bro. Cannot wait. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun one, dog. But yeah, man. Yeah, chat. Back to the UFC 322 card. Doing the main card now. The first fight on the main card is Bo Nickel versus Vieira. Bo Nickel, for some reason, is back on the main card. He lost to Rinya Derrida. Then he ran away. He disappeared. And he's coming back on the main card of the biggest pay-per-view of the year. I don't know what Bo Nickel has on the UFC. Like, Bo Nickel must have some information on Dana White. I mean, because the Dana White privilege is insane, dog. How is Bo Nickel opening a card after losing? He should be on the prelims. Even last year, he was on the main card of UFC 300s, above Jiri Prohaska, above Cody No Love, Garbrandt, above Renato Moicano. Crazy. I don't know what Bo Nickel has in the UFC. I think it's maybe because he's friends with like Trump or whatever, so they like putting him on the main card. But yeah, he's fighting Vieira. And I think this is I think he wins this one. I think he wins this one. The UFC gave him an easy fight because they want him to look good for the pay-per-view. And they're trying to rebuild his hype again. I think Bo Nickel wins that one. And then the second fight is Erin Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez. I love Tracy Cortez. She's amazing. She's beautiful. Erin Blanchfield. She's cool too. It's a big one in the women's flyweight division. I think Blanchfield gets this victory easily. I think she takes down. I think she takes down Tracy Cortez and wins on the ground easily. But I hope Tracy Cortez wins, and I just hope Erin Blanchfield doesn't hurt Cortez a lot because Cortez is my crush. Like Cortez and Alexa Grasso are my crushes. So I hope Erin Blanchfield doesn't hurt Tracy Cortez, but I do think she wins though. I think it's an easy victory for Erin Blanchfield, and I think she's gonna call for a title shot, and then buys, and then after that, after that, it's the Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates. Bro! Boo! Boom! Like I had to shadow box, bro. I had to shadow box for that fight. Carlos Prates versus Leon. No, let me get my mic. Let me get my mic. I wanna. Okay, the mic is not working, so I'm gonna put the mic away. Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates. But before I go on, I see your comment, bro. All this for one viewer. Like I said, man. Like I said, this is my journey. One viewer, no viewers, 1,000 viewers, 1,000,000 viewers. This is me. This is what I love. I'm gonna be myself all the time, dog. Like I don't allow that to deter me at all. At all, dog. This is just me, bro. I mean, whether it's zero viewers like it is right now, one viewer, no viewers, I'm 100% me. This is it, dog. This is it. This is what I live for. It's what I love. Um, yeah, man. Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates, guys. This fight is gonna be absolutely insane, man. I mean, either it could be a boring fight, or I mean, Carlos Prates could become the biggest superstar, one of the biggest superstars, um, one of the biggest superstars in UFC. I mean, imagine somehow Prates KOs Leon Edwards. Imagine that happens, bro. I mean, you have to shoot Leon. I mean, you gotta shoot Carlos Prates to the stars, bro. Get him on a jetpack. Get him to the belts. Whoever's got the belts, Makachev, Jack Della Matter, doesn't matter. He's got to fight him, dog. I mean, I can't wait for that fight because I don't know what's gonna happen. It's either Leon Edwards. There's two scenarios. Either Leon Edwards dominates, or Carlos Prates KOs him. Two. Crazy, man. I cannot wait for that fight, dog. I cannot wait for that fight. Leon Edwards, Carlos Prates, super excited. I've got Carlos Prates winning that fight. Or let me say, I'm gonna be biased. I'm a big Carlos Prates fan, so I want him to win, man. I want him to win. I want to see Prates prove everyone wrong and become the champ. I like Leon Edwards as well, but I'm more of a Prates fan. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Prates on that one. The next fight is Shevchenko versus Zhang Weili, the biggest fights in women's history. But before I go on, I've got my brother here in the chat. AMT Creation Design is back. What's up, my brother? Namaste. Namaste. Kupsa ke say ho. I hope I'm saying that right. I haven't spoken Hindi in a long time, like in years actually. That's my brother AMT Creation. It was in the chats, I think yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think you were here yesterday, or you were here. You were here for the last few live streams. But shout out to my brother AMT, man. Hope you're well, my brother. We're breaking down. Excuse me. We're breaking down the UFC 322 card right now. We're moving on to Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Weili. For me personally, the biggest fights in women's MMA history ever. I know people are talking about Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes. No one cares. Zhang Weili is our favorite women's fighter. Shevchenko is an animal. She KOs women's. She kicks them in the head. She's back. She's defending the belt against Weili. Shout out to the UFC. Shout out to the UFC for making that fight. That is an insane matchup. Cannot wait. Like I genuinely, like I'm gonna be so nervous when that fight goes down. Like I've never been so excited for women's fights ever, ever, bro. Like ever. So I'm gonna lean more towards Zhang Weili. I'm gonna tell you why. I think Shevchenko, skill for skill, is definitely the better competitor. Is She's got the better resume. She's been in there with everyone, and she's just the better fighter. But she's been looking slow in her last few fights. I think Zhang Weili right now is in her prime. I think Zhang Weili is right now is in her prime. She's an absolute animal, and the takedown defense is the best we've ever seen in the strawweight. But she's moving up 10 pounds from 115 to 125 to fight the best 125 ever in Shevchenko. Um, I'm gonna have to go with Wei Li, man. I'm gonna be biased. I don't know who wins, but I'm picking Wei Li because I like her more. I just gotta go with Wei Li, man. Um, Shevchenko's last fights against Menon, what's her name from France? Menon, whatever, the girl from France. It didn't impress me. She was looking slow. She was making mistakes that she didn't make in her prime. But Zhang Weili, man, her last performance against Tatiana Suarez dominated. I think this is gonna be it's gonna be a competitive fight, but ultimately, I think Zhang Weili gets the belt. She becomes a double champ, and she becomes the best fighter in women's MMA history. She becomes the GOAT. We forget about Amanda Nunes. That's what I want to see, bro. Um, and then obviously it's the big one, man. Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makachev. You've got Dr. Brahat saying Conor McGregor is king. Yeah, shout out to Conor McGregor, bro. I heard he's fighting again next year for UFC White House. I think finally we're gonna get to see him fight Michael Chandler. It was supposed to happen back in 2023, and we're gonna see that fight in 2026. That's insane. But yeah, chat. It's the main event, the biggest main event of the year. Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makachev. Cannot wait. Um, I've thought a lot about this fight. And I think it's a 50-50 fight, man. I mean, both fighters have a lot to lose. But for this one, I'm gonna have to lean more towards Jack Della Maddalena. And I'm being biased on this one, bro. I'm being biased. I want him to win. I'm tired of the Dagestani area. I love Islam Makachev. He's a fun guy, but we're tired of the takedowns. We don't want to see that no more. But Islam Makachev, man, he's a fun guy to watch. Skill for skill, on paper, he's better than Jack, but I think the takedown to Jack Della Maddalena, I think the boxing of Jack Della Maddalena, the striking is just levels above Islam Makachev. Likewise, the wrestling, the grappling, the jiu-jitsu of Islam Makachev is levels above Jack Della Maddalena. Man, I just think Jack catches Islam with like a knee coming in. I think Jack Della Maddalena catches Islam Makachev with something. Whether it's a knee coming in for a takedown, an elbow, whatever. I think he does catch him, and I think he gets the job done, bro. I know a lot of people are backing Islam Makachev on this fight, but I'm going Jack Della Maddalena, bro. His last performance against Bilal Muhammad. Now I'm not comparing Bilal to Islam Makhachev, but I mean, bro, I mean, the takedown defense was insane. It was a large improvement from his fights in the Apex against I forgot the name of the guy, but I'm going with Jack Della Maddalena, guys, for this one. I think Jack gets the job done, and still welterweight champion of the world, Jack Della Maddalena. Then unfortunately we do not get to see Islam Makhachev versus Ilya Taporia. That's how I see the fight going. Yeah, chat. That has been the UFC 322 live stream. We broke down the card. We broke down the main card. We broke down the prelims. We broke down the early prelims as well. It was a nice chat. It was a nice live stream. We had a lot to talk about. It was fun, man. It was fun. It was an amazing stream. There's no comments coming in, and I think there's only one person in the live right now. Yeah, man. I'm about to end the stream. It was cool. It's kind of going through some comments that I may have not replied to, but yeah, I think I got them all. It's Zar-Kombat, guys. ZAR dash KOMBAT. It is Zar-Kombat, guys. Do make sure you do subscribe. It's been fun. We've been live now for 1 hour and 40 minutes. We broke down the UFC 322 card. We talked about fights that are coming up. We talked about a lot. Thank you for the W stream, guys. It was fun. I'm thinking about being live for WWE later today. For WrestlePalooza. There's no UFC. I mean, basically the UFC and WWE are like a team now. So I might be live for that one. I'll let you guys know later. Actually, not even let you know. I will be live for UFC WrestlePalooza. So if you like WWE and you wanna watch it with me, I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Yeah, chat. W stream with Zar-Kombat. Do subscribe. See you for WWE WrestlePalooza. Peace, guys.